tired of feeling stuck, playing small,
and fear dictate your decision? It's time to kill the uncertainty and unlock your true potential. Keep watching this video if you're ready to transform your life, build unshakable confidence, and develop the resilience to overcome any obstacle. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Miss Chrissy Chronicles, where you learn to love you. Today we'll be starting our first book breakdown titled You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. Now, quick disclaimer: while I will be sharing my thoughts and application on the advice given in this book, I do not claim copyright or ownership of any of it, and all information used for this video is simply for educational purposes and developing our self-love lives. All rights reserved by the original author and publisher. And a quick warning, because I'm about to give you about 1 million quotes you're gonna want tattooed all over your body. Okay, so keep that in mind. Since we'll be breaking down part 1 of the book, the main chapters of today's video will be Chapter 1, My Subconscious Made Me Do It, Chapter 2, The G Word, Chapter 3, Present as a Pigeon, Chapter 4, The Big Snooze, in other words, the BS, and Chapter 5, Self-Perception is a Zoo. Reverend Bernard Michael once said, "You can start out with nothing, and out of nothing and out of no way, a way will be made." You need to go from wanting to change your life to deciding to change your life. As Anna Eastman said, and the day came when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. In other words, stay open or you're screwed. If you want to live a life you've never lived, you need to do things you've never done and believe that we live in a world of limitless possibilities. That brings us to Chapter 1, My Subconscious Made Me Do It. You are a victim of the rules you live by. Jamie Hansa. Most people are living an illusion based on someone else's beliefs. Here's the reality. Our conscious mind thinks it's in control, but isn't, while our subconscious mind thinks about nothing really, but is actually in control. No matter what you say you want, if you have some underlying subconscious belief that this thing will either cause you pain or is unavailable to you, you will either not let yourself have it or let yourself have it, but be all messed up in your mind and go off and lose it anyway. I spoke about this a little bit in my last video, so go check that out if you haven't already. That brings us to Chapter 2, The G Word. Now in this chapter, the author talks about how in all these self-help books, they speak about how you need a higher power, a higher source, and how she found it intimidating, terminology they used, and while some books use the term God, she found it easier to use words like the source, the universe, and spoke about how regardless of what you want to call it, this higher power or source, you need it, and it just speeds up the process of everything that you're going to do and your overall self-development. She then goes on to quote Nikola Tesla, who said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." All of us are connected to this limitless power, and most of us aren't even using a fraction of it. Everything vibrates at a different frequency, good or bad, and vibration attracts vibration, better known as the law of attraction. When you learn to consciously master the energetic realm, believe in the not yet seen, and stay in your highest frequency, you harness your innate power to create the reality that you deserve, good or bad. In order to truly raise your vibration, you've got to believe that everything you want is already available to you, and the best way to keep this belief strong is to stay connected to the source, God. Energy and action have their own clutch control going. They need to work in unison. Unless your energy is lined up with what you truly desire, any action you take is going to require way more effort to get to where you want to go, if it even gets you there at all. Even if it seems impossible, you have to have faith anyway. And the second you stop believing, you pop the bubble and stop attracting that magic into your life.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
As Andre Gibb said,
one does not discover new lands without consenting to the sight of the shores for a very long time. This brings us to chapter 3, Present as a Pigeon. The author talks about how bad things can turn into deeply profound experiences. These profound experiences are not wished on the next person, but trust and believe that should you need some catastrophe to trigger your transformation, it can, because we can arrange. As the author so perfectly put it, we would be wise to start taking our cues from beasts and babies, because it's not that the things and opportunities that we want in this life don't exist yet, that we're not yet aware of the existence, or the fact that we are allowed to have it. We get so wrapped up in our heads that we miss out on what is available to us right now, in the moment. The more time you spend in the present, the richer your life will be. Not only does being present get you out of your head, but it connects you to God and raises your frequency, which attracts things of like frequency. On to chapter 4. As Kurt Cobain so perfectly put it, wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person that you are. Your false self, the one with all those fears and limiting beliefs, that's your ego talking. Or, as it's better put in the book, the big snooze. More accurately, bees. The bees, big snooze, operates according to your limiting beliefs, as opposed to your higher superhero self, the no BS self who operates according to their connection with God and receives their validation from within. You need to understand that watching someone totally go for what they want can be incredibly upsetting to the person who has spent their entire life building up their case as to why they can't or shouldn't have the life that they want. The author emphasizes how ridding ourselves of our subconscious limiting beliefs is like drug withdrawal. Ugly. It is a detox of staggering proportions. When taking great leaps forward, life often turns to, before it turns to Chanel. You need to understand that the big snooze will do everything it can to stop you from changing and growing, especially since you're tempted to obliterate the identity that you and everyone else has boxed and labeled as you. Things going wrong in your life just means that you're doing the right thing, and the BS is 3. And finally, chapter 5, the last chapter of this video. Short and sweet. Self-perception is a zoo. Literally, all you need to take away from this chapter is that it is just as easy to believe that you are awesome as it is to believe that we can be these huge, giant, sucking things that suck. Try seeing yourself through the lens of someone who admires you, and believe me, there is no way that you can mess up so majorly that your badassery disappears. Take that. That brings us to the end of our video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which quote you found most tattooable. Also remember to turn on your post notifications so that there's no way of you missing out on my next video. How to bring yourself over again and stop hearing what people think. Now remember, as I said earlier in this video, the force is with you. So drop the BS, go out, and love yourself. Bye!